Hello guys, today we're talking about writing function rules from a table, and then tomorrow we'll talk about word problems, but these are the last two lessons of this Unit 3, and then we'll move into our next unit. As far as testing goes, that's still kind of up in the air. We might do a test next week, but we also might push it off until you get back, so I will keep you updated on that. As far as right now goes, let's just go through this stuff for today. So we're going to be looking at a table, okay, and we're going to write a function rule from it. So a function rule is basically a fancy word for an equation. So how this works is you have to look at patterns, and you need to look at patterns that get you from the domain, the domain, which are the x's, to the range, which are the y's. Okay, so basically we're looking from here over there, and so on and so forth. So this is how these kind of work, okay? So what I tell people is look at addition and subtraction first, okay? If that doesn't work, then go back and try multiplication or division, all right? So let's look at this first one. From 0 to 3, using addition or subtraction to go from 0 to 3 would be plus 3, or add 3, okay? Basically, we're just going to check it. See if adding 3 will work. 2 plus 3 does give me 5, so it works there, okay? 4 to 7. 4 plus 3 does get me 7, so adding 3 works there. 6 plus 3 gives me 9, which checks that as well, okay? So we notice right away, going from the x column to the f of x column, our pattern is adding 3 to x, okay? Now here's the important part, is actually writing the function rule, okay? Don't just leave this. This is not a function rule. This is simply like what you're going to do in your head before you actually write it as a function rule. So if we're adding 3 to this column, to get to this column, you have to think about that in terms of an equation. So I'm going to say to get, this is our output, okay, so this is my input, this is my output. My output equals, so my f of x equals, and then what are we doing with the input column? We're adding 3 to it. So my function rule is the output f of x equals the input plus 3, okay? Let's try this one right here. Okay, so I'm going to scroll a little bit. Let's look at this one. I'm going to try addition or subtraction. So I'm going to try right now looking from x to y. So obviously this is going to be kind of hard because right away this looks like adding 0, okay, plus 0. But that obviously will not work here, because 1 plus 0 is 1, not negative 4. So adding 0 doesn't work here, okay? So that's why I'm saying try this first, and then if it doesn't work, back up and try something else. So let's just try, I'm going to use this color. Back up here, I'm going to start with things that actually have numbers, because zeros are hard to decide what the rule would actually be. So I'm going to look again. 0 to negative 4, but now I'm going to look at multiplying. So how do I get from 1 to negative 4? Well, you multiply times negative 4, okay? Check it. Does 2 times negative 4 get you negative 8? So we're going to try the rule. It does, okay? So far, multiplying by negative 4 is the rule. Check it right here, negative 3 times negative 4, does it get me 12, positive 12? It does, okay? So always try addition or subtraction first, and then 0 times anything is 0, so it works again for here, okay? So my pattern is multiply by negative 4, okay? So again, writing it as a function rule though, it's my right column, my y equals, and then what am I doing with x? I'm multiplying by negative 4. So write it like that, negative 4 times x. Okay? And we're going to keep on moving to the last one for today, and then I'll let you work on your assignment. So we are going to look at here, so looking from x to f of x, -2 to -7. So obviously multiplying is not going to work because you can't get to -7 very cleanly. So how did we do that? -2 down to -7 would be subtracting 5. Okay, let's check it here. 4 minus -1. Does it subtract 5? Yes. 4 minus 5 is -1. Check it here. 6 minus 5. Is 6 minus 5 1? It is. And then 9 minus 5 is 9 minus 5 4? It is. Okay, so my pattern is subtracting 5 from x. So be careful with how you write this function rule here. It always does equal the right column. So f of x equals. Now, we are subtracting 5 from x. So do not put 5 minus x. We're taking x and we're subtracting 5 from it. So you can always test it. If I plug in 9 for x, I should get 4. Okay, just like using your table backwards. So come over here. My f of x equals x minus 5. This is just me testing. I'm going to plug these numbers in. So I'm going to plug in 4 for f of x, and then I'm going to plug in 9 for x, and just make sure that they do equal each other, which they do. Okay, so make sure that your function rule does work. Alright, but that's it for today. Your homework, I'll write it right here. HW is a Math Excel, okay, and it is labeled 3.5, okay. This is due on Thursday at 7:45 a.m., so at the beginning of the day. Okay, if you do not do this, this is what I'm taking attendance with. If you don't do this, you will be counted absent. Okay, and I don't want you guys to start being absent at the very beginning of this crazy extended e-learning. Okay, but I will see you guys Thursday, and email me if you have any questions.